About 10 or 12 years ago, I went on an archery elk hunt with a couple of buddies in Washington State. And I remember this one particular day we saw a bunch of elk, one mountain goat, and one black bear. And I always wanted to go back to that particular spot just because it was such a cool memory for me. And I had the opportunity to do that this year. In August, I went with my wife and I went on a rifle hunt for black bear. But I went to the exact same area and I happened to see a bunch of elk, one mountain goat, and we saw two black bear, a sow and a cub. And it was just kind of striking how um, 10 or 12 years had gone by and that area was almost exactly the same as I had left it. And it just really hadn't changed very much. And it was kind of comforting because a lot of stuff in the world today has changed, and it changes every day with the COVID-19 pandemic and with all the civil rights rioting that's going on. There's just so much unrest, and you watch the news and something is changing every day, and the world just feels so much different than it did a year ago even. So it's kind of a comfort for me to um, just be able to go back to this wilderness area and see how everything was exactly the same. It hadn't really changed. And it just reminded me of how God never changes. And he said that he would never change. James 1:17 and 18 says, "Whatever is good and perfect is a gift coming down to us from God our Father, who created all the lights in the heavens. He never changes or casts a shifting shadow. He chose to give birth to us by giving us his true word, and we, out of all creation, became his prized possession." So, two takeaways from that. One is that God never changes, um, as opposed to this crazy world that we live in that changes every day, and that is in constant chaos. God remains the same and constant. The other thing is, out of all creation, we are his prized possession, which is humbling when you get to spend time in God's creation and just see the majesty of the mountains and the creativity that God put into making all the different critters that are out there. That we, out of all that creation, get to be his prized possession. It's pretty humbling. So I hope that you enjoy this footage that me and Christy were able to get of elk, bear, mountain goat, and even a marmot. I love this clip because you can tell the cub went swimming a couple of times just for fun, and the mom is trying to be all mature and calm, and the cub is kind of just going crazy. So I really enjoyed being able to watch that. We were not able to harvest a bear on this trip, but it was just a really good trip and got a lot of cool footage. And hope you guys enjoy it.